Next up, something you hear a lot about nowadays is fake news. And according to a new study by researchers at New York and Princeton universities, the biggest culprits of sharing fake news might be your grandparents.
Wait, what?
Right? Surprising. The study found that regardless of party affiliation, users 65 and older were 11% more likely to share a hoax online compared to users 18 to 29.
Facts.
It also showed that seniors shared anywhere from 2 to 7 times as many fake news stories on Facebook than any other platform. They suspect older people who came to the internet later lack the digital literacy skills of their younger counterparts. They also believe that cognitive decline in old age could make them more likely to fall for hoaxes. So, ladies, do you find this, like, surprising?
I just think back in the day, you weren't allowed to just post anything online and say anything you wanted to say. Like, that wasn't allowed. People actually had journalistic integrity back in the day, which I miss, honestly.
True, me too.
You've got all these blogs these days. They literally could write that Tam is actually in Napa creating unicorns. Jeannie uses their poo to condition her hair. Loni helps them package it. Like, you can read anything and you actually might believe it, but back in the day, that was not allowed. And these days, anybody could start a blog and say anything they absolutely want to, so I get why they might be confused.
Yeah. And
I'm confused.
And also, it's interesting what you shared about that age range, because Mama Mayo, she be reading the craziest things, and she thinks she's like the Ron Burgundy of Vietnam. No, real talk. She'll call me.
If it says it, she reads it.
She reads it, but she gets her news from Facebook, which is not a valid source. It's from other people reposting stuff. But, like, she read one time that people are now starting to, like, hide under your cars and they'll grab your legs.
That actually is true.
That is? Oh, God.
Yes,
okay.
you got to be careful in parking lots.
Well, okay.
During the holidays.
But it changes the way we live. Like, when we come out of Target late at night, she'd be doing like this, unlocks the car, and then, like, comes out of the freaking store and does a flying leapfrog into her seat. Like, you don't get me. And I'm like, what are you doing? It's crazy. It's too much to change your life based on fake news, though. Like, don't let it affect you to that point.
That was low-key real news, though, Jeannie.
Yeah, like,
that was really something that was happening.
That's the problem.
And then also, she shouldn't, like, click her car from, sorry, Loni, she shouldn't click her car far away, because that's when usually perpetrators can actually get in your car.
Don't
just so
tell
you know.
her this. She's watching.
Yeah, you have to wait till you're actually up close to your car, because if you do it far away, someone who is hiding underneath the car can actually get inside the car and then get Mama Ma. Yeah.
I'm supposed to sleep tonight, people.
Just
what are you doing to me right now?
Go ahead, Loni. Sorry.
You know, this is the thing with the older people. I think that it was about that they used to read newspapers, and newspapers had the integrity.
Yes.
And so they just assumed once, you know, they got on digitally that was happening. But what's amazing is that we have to remember people have clickbait, and clickbait is when they get paid to click on something. So that's why they have all these salacious headlines, which you have to be careful of. There have been several headlines in the past couple of weeks about me that I wanted to read that are, some are true, some are not true. Loni Love is leaving the real over a feud. Not true.
Okay, good.
Loni,
yes. You can applaud for that. We're happy about this. They were like, we're not sure.
But that's not true.
No.
Loni Love reveals her Vanilla King. That's true.
There you go.
Okay.
Sweetly swirled, Loni Love gives inspiring message. That's true. Loni Love moves in with white boyfriend and pays all the bills. Definitely hell not true.
But you're right. People would see that and be like, wait, what? I want to read about that. And that actually gets them more money, which gets them more ads. The internet, you guys, is winning in general. People now are going digital with news, and what happens is, like you just said, if it's a headline that is juicy and salacious, you click on it, and that gives them money. They can then say, this is how many people click on my website, which then gets them revenue from ads and sponsors.
I got the shock of my
life.
I literally got the shock of my life when I was looking at Facebook, saw a picture of myself, and it said, 90 star Tamara Mori died. And I was like, Really?
you can't
I'm
play
right
like
here.
that.
That's to get you to click
but
on
that
it.
is a perfect example of clickbait. So we also have to be more responsible, I think, as
Yes.
Americans,
Yeah.
by not believing everything that you read. Oftentimes when people read negative things, it makes them feel better about themselves. But if you always see something negative, and you got to look at your source, and 100% it's not true.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
But let me
This
say
is what-
this. I want to give it up to Boss Up and to OK Magazine, because they have funny headlines, and that's, you know, they're usually not mean to us.
Yes.
So I want to give a shout out to Boss
Yeah,
Up
but
and OK.
I don't know.
They're
They
mean
said
to me.
For me, I
They're
can't
mean
speak
to
for
me.
nobody else.
Yeah, they're mean to me.
OK Magazine took a picture of me pushing a stroller with my good friend in New York and said that I found a man and all of a sudden, you know, wanted his baby and all this crazy stuff. I'm not
Yeah.
into that. But one that actually hurt me.
That's clickbait.
Yeah, but one that actually hurt me is one that I read about us, that we were feuding and that we were walking off set because of our salaries. And let me tell you, what I love about our unit is the second we heard that, we immediately got on the chain and called each other. I left you voicemails and our video messages because it was so important for us to make eye contact and be like, you good? Are you okay?
Yeah.
I'm like, wait, I was in your room yesterday doing some things that are very friendly.
Well,
No, not like that. No, not like that. No. Remember? We're live,
Yes.
smile. Guys, not that friendly.
You just gave OK Magazine another
no.
headline.
Adrian and Samira do friendly
Not yet.
things in the dressing room.
But we were sharing some things.
Yeah, and you're just like, then the next day stuff like that comes out, and you're like,
What the hell?
You're like, and then the crazy part is you almost have to ask yourself, who would believe this? But sadly,
Who would write that?
People do. Who would write that? Who would
write
believe
that?
that? So it's really difficult. So my other thing is, like you just said, sources say. It's 2019. Stop it with the sources say. Source,
Yes.
come out and show yourself.
Yes.
Who is the source? Show me your face. I want to know who you are. Stop
This is
being
what I say. This is what I say to all of that.
Sources.
The source
Sources.
knows who went and sold that article. The journalist knows
Yeah.
who went and sold that article.
Yes.
Missy, God sees and knows
Tell
all.
it,
I'm
Hallelujah.
just gonna
Tell
say
it.
that. If
And
you're doing stuff in a salacious way and you're being negative
Let
and you
'em know.
start seeing negative things start
Let 'em
happening in
know.
your life, because karma is real, baby. You gotta stop doing that.
is what you sow.
What you reap
Yes.
is what you sow.
That's
you gotta
right.
stop doing that.
Let 'em know.
So
'Cause, you
important.
know,
You got
the one
kids.
thing is that we all have an ability to do interviews. If you've
Yeah.
ever seen an interview from me, I tell the truth. I
Yep.
tell what's on my mind. Sometimes I tell the truth too much.
Me
okay?
too.
The same thing with these other ladies. So if you're hearing it of a source about this show, it's not, no.
Yes.
Because if it's coming from me or one of these ladies, it'll be coming from us.
That's right.
I'm not afraid
And I wanna
to
We
get
will
the
tell
truth.
you right here on this show
Yes.
if there's an issue. We will tell you on this show.
And I want to give a special message to Real Fam out there. I know you're sitting on your couch and you're watching this. Every single person who knows the show and knows us, especially all of you who make your way coming here season after season, you know what's real. And I see you when you clap back at other people who've
Yeah.
been making up nonsense and you stand up for us.
Yeah.
Thank you for being that person.
Yeah.
And thank you for flagging us when we need to see something to come correct with it. You guys are bomb for that.
I love
That's
that.
Real Fam.
So if you're not sure if something is fake news or not, NPR has actually a few tips. Are you guys ready for them? Jot these down, take them into your memory. They first suggest paying attention to the site's web address. Established news organizations usually own their domains, and they have a standard look that you're probably familiar with. For example, abcnews.com will be abcnews.com, not abcnews.com.co. So look out for that. It's something you might want to question.
Bootleg.
Also, look for the number of quotes in the article or lack thereof. If there aren't like real quotes, might not be real. Most publications have multiple sources in each story who are professionals and have expertise in the field they talk about. If it's a serious or controversial issue, there are more likely to be what? Quotes from these people. If the article is quoting someone high profile like President Obama and it doesn't sound like something he would say, it's probably something you can fact check, since most things he said publicly are archived.
Yep.
You know, like the Associated Press, someone big like
Exactly.
that will cover it. And finally, read the comments. While there is often negativity found in comments, there are also lots of people live fact checking the story for accuracy. There's gonna be people on there like,
Good job.
this is not true.
Well, someone who claims to know a lot about fake news is President Trump. And yesterday, President Trump was asked by the media about the NCAA national champion Clemson Tigers' visit to the White House later that evening. It turns out the president had Big Mac plans for the team. Check it out.
They'll be coming tonight, and I think we're going to serve McDonald's, Wendy's, and Burger King's with some pizza. I really mean it. It'll be interesting, and I would think that's their favorite food.
Well, while many thought Trump was joking, he delivered on his fast food promise, providing the players with a fast food buffet. Trump said he paid for the food himself due to the current shutdown, and the players did, in fact, indulge in the burgers, pizza, and fries. According to White House reporter Brian Karam, one Clemson player was heard saying, quote, "Our nutritionist must be having a fit." Because they're athletes.
Yeah,
you know? So
they're
ladies,
healthy.
do you think that this is a meal fit for champions?
I know this much. Man, if Michelle Obama was still in the White House, the ambassador of nutritious eating, she would never let this go down. Ever. I just think, look, I'm not knocking fast food. You know, once in a while, of course, I enjoy a fish fillet and some chicken nuggets. But I just think that when you have guests over to your home, you want to create an experience, especially when it's the White House. Take care of the country. Take care of people you love and make sure they feel like they're taken care of in their dreams.
Yeah. Low key, you know, I like to throw a good party. I'd like to consider myself the hostess with the mostest. He needs to watch my YouTube channel because that is not, I would never have some. I did better for Thanksgiving, Jeannie, didn't I?
Yes, you do.
You are the president of the United States. You're having someone come over to your home.
Yeah.
Well,
I would
this
prefer
is the
something
thing.
better.
He paid for the food himself. He could have paid for a caterer. Okay?
Yeah.
They deserve. When you go to the White House, I've been to the White House many times. You go for a catered meal. You want the White House. You want the White House china. You want, you know, that service. Even though they were furloughed, you know, the whole experience of the White House. It's our house.
Yeah.
It's not just who's in it.
And
it's our house.
And it represents the United States of America.
Yeah.
I just saw the picture of Obama, and I'm like, could you imagine if Obama would have done that when he was in
They would have had him, the dog, everybody outside.
If he
the
would
White
have
House.
brought out, and I'm just putting this out there, I didn't see no Taco Bell.
Oh,
Or
okay.
Chick-fil-A.
No.
There was no Chick-fil-A either.
Well, and that's the thing. I have the issue too is he assumed what they would actually want to eat, and I had two brothers who played college football, and they usually, after a Friday night game, they usually go out and have burgers or fries. I mean, they always kind of like eat that on the weekends. But when you're doing you know, something special and you're having a celebration, you're not going to have burgers and fries. You want something a little bit more sophisticated and, and elegant.
But I get it, even if you're on a budget, boo, go to Big Wings and get some lemon pepper wings.
Yeah, on a platter. I mean, put together a cheese plate, boo. Okay, I love these comments. They're hysterical. J Any Day said he should have asked them what they wanted. They flew all those miles to eat something they could have got 2 minutes from the house. @RedFly29 said, it's McDonald's. Who doesn't like it? Seems like they were enjoying it. It doesn't always have to be a salad and figuring out which of the 5 forks to use.
Well, it could be an amazing steak.
Yeah.
Or like
At
chicken breast.
Unblankwittable said, woo, child, the tackiness.